I'm Karen Lynne, the family angel from the Happy Family community on Facebook. And today I want to share with you the third of my nuggets of wisdom that I gained as a result of my little adventure in the Atlas Mountains. Now, this one sort of dawned on me over the week since I came back. And it started with a question of, why did my fear of heights not come into play while I was on the mountain? Because to be quite honest, in everyday life, I have a problem with heights. It stopped me on many occasions, and I nearly passed out at the top of St Paul's Cathedral once, but that's another story. And at no point on the mountain did my fear of heights actually affect me. And as I've sat and thought about it, I realised that was because I had utmost faith in the person that was leading us. Yes, I had the support of the other ladies and gentlemen that were with us, but I really trusted the mountain guide Mohammed. I trusted that he knew where he was leading us. I trusted that every day when he took us out, he would keep us safe. You know, it just never dawned on me that I was in any sort of danger. And all I had to do was focus on putting one foot in front of the other and keeping moving forwards and keeping up with him. And apart from that, I was safe. And while I had that faith in him, and while I had the support of all the other people in my party, I had no fears, no worries. It was amazing. And consequently, I didn't suffer from my fear of heights, which was lovely. Now, how does that translate back in everyday life? Well, it came down to faith. You know, I knew what the intention was for each day, but I trusted that Mohammed would guide us. He would tell us how we were getting from A to B. And I guess a little bit, that's how I live my life. You know, I know where I want to go. I know what my intentions are, but in all honesty with you, I then put my faith in a higher power, in a universal life force, in something that I call God. Now, I don't want you to think that I'm getting all religious on you, because I'm not. But spirituality is a huge part of my life, really huge part of my life. And rather than take things away from my life, it gives me a new perspective on why I'm here, how I'm going to live my life. I think it makes me a better person. It also gives me an inner strength to get through any situation, because I have my beliefs. You know, I feel that I'm being supported. Now, I don't want to necessarily convert you to spirituality in a short space of time. That might not be possible, it might be. But what I do want you to start thinking about is, we are made up of mind, body and spirit. That's three parts, mind, body and spirit. And a lot of the time we live our lives taking care of the physical part of us, just our bodies. You know, we work really hard to put a roof over our heads, to put food on the table, to buy nice houses, nice cars, to pay for expensive holidays so we can escape our lives for a little while. And those things we need to do. We do need to have a roof over our head and food on the table. But what we often forget about, and what I'm seeing a lot in the families as I'm working with them, what we often forget about is our souls. It's about feeding our souls. And unless you're feeding your soul, you're just never going to enjoy life. You'll be chasing happiness right the way through your life. And it won't matter what you buy, you won't get joy that's lasting. It will be fleeting. It will come and go with each new thing you buy. So, when I'm working with my families, I want to give them something that will bring peace and harmony into their household, that will give them a sense of fulfillment and joy on a daily basis, not just something that's fleeting. And although I don't go around promoting my spiritual beliefs, that's not quite how I do it. I do use everything I believe in to give them the advice that I give them. Now, for today, just as a first step, how do you feed your soul? You know, what do you need to do to feed your soul? Well, first of all, you can ask it. Just ask yourself, you know, what makes your heart sing? Because what makes your heart sing is feeding your soul. And what makes your heart sing is the things that you should be doing. But what can we do either on our own or with our children, that will help us feed our souls. For me, at this time of year, it's, well, actually at any time of year, it's go out in nature, but at this time of year especially, spring is here, everything's growing. As I look out of the window now, I see a field, I see trees in bud, you know, the leaves are starting to grow, the cows are back out in the fields, there's lambs, you know, playing around with the sheep. Life's just good out there, everything's coming to life. And I want to suggest something to you, and please do try it, please do try it. Find somewhere that's safe, and take your socks and shoes off. Somewhere outside. Take your family, take your socks and shoes off, and run across the fields with bare feet. Or go to a beach and run across the beach with bare feet. See what it really feels like to feel the energy of the earth coming up through your feet. Now, you might not know it as the energy of the earth helping you out here, but you will start to feel good. And when you feel good, you know you're feeding your soul. So I challenge you, find some time, even if you're just in the lawn in your back garden, you know, go outside with the kids, take your socks and shoes off and play out there with a minute, run around, have some fun with them, and see how much better you feel. I'm Lynne, the family angel from the Happy Family Community on Facebook.